Hello, my name is Tiffany Patterson, and this is my thesis topic presentation. As I said before, my name is Tiffany Patterson. I've got my game design Bachelor of Science degree from Full Sail University. I am currently in the indie track for my capstone. I am a game tester at Zigabot. I have level design, a little bit of art, programming, and a little bit of production background. My focus is psychological games, and from the designer and producer side, I'm going to be focusing a little bit more on the designer side and a little less on the producer side, even though they both go hand in hand with my career goals. I'll be talking about video games in the psychological realm, how it's growing, and how it is where a gamer can connect with the game and the designers of the game by providing facts of why it is important for the psychological realm to be placed in video games. And I'll also be talking about my career goals. My focus is to take the research from the article and advance my knowledge and take it into my career to create games where anyone can enjoy them. In the industry, changes happen constantly. Therapeutic games are being seen now more than before. Many different styles of gaming is optional. Like the controls for people with disabilities that have special controllers for them. They have it now where you can make adjustments for the video game that you're playing, so it'll help you be able to see better and stuff. My career goals is to start out as a tester. I've gotten into the groove of testing video games. I've been not only playtesting for the capstone, but also for many companies over the past 10 years. After I get into the company, I do want to continue playtesting, but I also want to create games and produce video games as well. I want to be able to create therapeutic games for the ones that cannot speak or have trouble speaking, like people that have brain injuries or children that have been abused and they're scared to speak up or something. I also am very fond of glitches. I want to create video games based on the knowledge that I do have of glitches. My research questions, I have a few of them. What triggers stress in a video game? I want to be able to answer that by finding out what causes a gamer to get so stressed out really quickly over something in the video game. I also want to know what a trigger for a gamer is to make them feel relaxed. Something that'll help them when in the video game helps them relax, even though they just went through something that stressed them out. They can get stressed out, and then something in the video game can make them relax in a matter of seconds. My final question is, will certain games help the player want to speak out? Will the game interact with the gamer to say, hey, I understand this is what I'm going through, and that it'll cause them to speak out and let people know what's bothering them and stuff. My hypothesis is the expectation of the results are to show the outcome of the therapeutic games are being good for the player. To show that games are actually a good resource that help people be able to communicate that actually is not something that triggers something terrible. I've done research in the past with my past papers where I have been able to prove that fact. I want to be able to prove it even more. I wanted to be able to show that games are able to be a voice to a person that can't speak. The background will research articles on a website. show that it has impacted the industry to go from VR to AR. I know that if they have the AR, it'll be a lot easier for people with brain injuries to use it. I want to show that games will be able to be played by anyone and everyone. Everybody has that right, and they should have that ability to be able to play. The sources are important to be able to provide facts to my thesis paper. The design is to get inside a doctor's mind, to be able to show that there is a way to get the brain to work, to create a system for the person that with speaking issues like brain damage to speak through the game. Like somehow be able to do that. Using the AR can help the player speak through the game. With children, it is different. The designer has to understand the child's logic. As a game designer, the limitations is to understand the brain function is limited. I know a lot of game designers have not went through a doctor's course to actually understand a brain function. The designer must work closely with doctors, psychologists to take courses to understand the function. My goal is to use the article not only for my thesis project, but for personal knowledge gain. The industry is growing and changing daily. The company I want to and will work for after graduation focuses on the player and the feedback. The company, too, does think of the player first when creating their games. I hope you have enjoyed my presentation. Thank you so much. Have a great day.